Hi, I'm Cram, and today we're taking a look at Super Seducer 3. And I'm just going to play through one of the settings and talk my opinion about that based on reality.
On dating apps, or get drunk in a bar and tell a girl she has pretty eyes.
So let's just jump in. I mean, there's quite a few different modifiers you could use there. So you're at the supermarket. Casually minding your own business, shopping. In the healthy food section, you spot a pair of breasts in the meat section. But you wonder whether you prefer drumsticks and thighs. So your choices to begin with. I think, yeah, making an inquisitive question about what she's making with the things that she's choosing is a good start.
Oh, what are you making with that?
Oh, just the sauce.
Sauce? What is it, vegetable stock?
Yeah, you can have that in sauce.
Oh, cool. Nice. Very nice. It's not the worst way to start a conversation, but it's maybe a bit intrusive and nosy. If you'd said something like, oh, I was thinking of buying that, how do you prepare it? There'd be more of a reason to talk to her, so maybe it would be okay. But yeah, not too bad. Yeah, I'm just doing the big shop. Got some.
Let's just pause that for a second. How do you prepare it? So you're telling me then, a woman's in the supermarket, she's doing her shopping, she picks something up from the shelf, you mosey on over to her and ask her, how does she prepare that? Think about that. How do you prepare that? Excuse me, love. How do you prepare that? And she's going to turn around and you and say, oh, actually, yes, you mix 2 teaspoons of this, and then I do this, and then I do this, and then I do that. And it makes a wonderful... Yeah. That's a bit... I think that's a bit weird. And it's a bit more long-winded to ask her. I mean, it's a good... I guess it's a good way to just have an innocent conversation, but it is also intrusive as well, if that's the suggestion that you're making. I think anything you'll say is intrusive, but I think another way you could probably do that is just to say, I haven't tried that, what's that like? And she'll give you an opinion. Oh, actually, this is quite nice, this is pretty good. And I've even done that myself in real life. You know, ask somebody, male or female, well, what's that like? I've not tried that before. And that would work.
Healthy food. Then I like to cook a lot myself.
Hey, that's great.
Do you as well? Or?
Yeah, I love cooking.
What's your absolute favorite dish to cook?
My favorite dish is tacos. Love that.
So now this just feels like an interview. I mean, once you've got over that initial, oh, what do you do with that? How do you prepare it? The conversation's generally going to fade away then, because you're now sort of entering into a conversation where you're impeding on her time. Like you've got time now to sit here and start talking in the supermarket. So this is just totally unrealistic. From this point onwards, you're not going to have this long conversation, because you're now going to be feeling like, or she's going to be feeling like, well, why is this guy sort of talking to me? This is what happens in reality. Why is this guy talking to me now? And oh shit, this guy's going to be bothering me now, and I'm got to get away from him. It doesn't matter what you look like, who you are. Most women don't have the time for this kind of conversation or are this receptive in the supermarket. Maybe in this game they are, but in reality, no, because the game is not taking into consideration that a woman that you might approach in the supermarket has got things to do. She's not got time. She's not just casually in the supermarket. Her whole day ahead of her is empty, so she's got time to sit and idly chat in the supermarket with a stranger. But anyway, so what is the Yeah, ask how she prepares the food then.
Tacos, great. How do you normally prepare them?
I like to prepare them with jackfruit.
Oh, jackfruit, like
Yeah.
plant-based.
Yeah, exactly.
So you like vegetables?
I love vegetables.
Yeah, me too. I like veggie burgers and all kinds of different vegetable-based dishes.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, goodbye.
This is good. It's a pretty normal way to transition here.
A pretty normal way, yeah, pretty normal way when you're in a supermarket video game, yeah. But, yeah, I think some of this conversation would work if you weren't in this supermarket scenario. Let's say you was out with a group of friends and you was, or, you know, is in an environment where you're sort of socializing, then this kind of question could come up. Oh, what's your favorite food? So, yeah, taco, I like tacos. And then you can sort of lead in that scenario. But in the middle of a supermarket, I mean, there's someone coming to push past you, like, excuse me, I need to get to that shelf there and pick up that. And you're like, oh, sorry. And you're sort of blocking the aisles as well while you stand there talking. So again, totally unrealistic and a load of rubbish.
I used to eat out a lot, but I really got into cooking because, you know, you can choose the ingredients yourself, so you know exactly what you're eating. Like you could get organic stuff or whatever. And yeah, it's just really fun, the whole process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love cooking too.
I mean, yeah, has that been sampled? Yeah, yeah, on a little keyboard and you just push the button. Yeah, yeah. Come on, man. Yeah.
Yeah, why? What do you like about it?
But it's just great. You can do whatever you like. And you can be however healthy you want to. Do you like to cook healthy?
Yeah, I'm super healthy. Yeah. Pretty much always. Sometimes have pizza or ice cream or chocolate or something like that. But
Yeah.
like 95% healthy.
But you gotta treat yourself too.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So, again, these are a bit unusual. You're continuing the conversation. Ask if she has a boyfriend. That's way too forward. And none of your business. She's a slag, so better make her think you have unlimited money. That's just totally presumptuous, and you don't know that yet. Ask if she normally cooks and who for. That's, again, very intrusive. And then tell her about your favourite taco place in Barcelona. So you're talking about tacos. Now, the problem is the game doesn't say whether you're in Barcelona at the moment. It would be relevant if you are in Barcelona. But I'm going to go for that one anyway and see what happens.
I love tacos too, you know. I was in Barcelona and I ordered some. So they were delivery and they were the soft type, not the hard type. You know, there's two, I think.
Yeah.
Soft shell or whatever. I don't really know very much about them, but they were called No Digas tacos.
So obviously that was the wrong response because she's now losing interest because you're now sitting there talking about your kind of boasting about your experiences. But obviously the game doesn't tell you that you're in where your location is. So let's say you was actually in Barcelona. This is where this setting is taking place. And you're talking about tacos. You could then bring up the conversation that actually there's a really nice taco bar in such and such a place in the town that you live in. But to just randomly go, well, actually, when I was in the North Pole, there's a really nice cold ice cream store there. It's wonderful.
Tacos, and I don't speak Spanish, but it was, I don't know what it means. But,
Okay.
has the beans, guacamole, cream, spicy stuff, mushrooms. Did I have mushrooms?
At this
But they were
point, she
very
was just going to
tasty.
walk away.
If you ever go to
Yeah, I can
Barcelona, just try and find it, like No Digas.
I mean, who's going to say that? If you ever go to Barcelona, let's say you're in the UK and you're in a, you know, a city in London, UK, you bump into someone in the supermarket, you strike up this conversation, and then you mention about something in Barcelona. Yeah, in Barcelona, when I was there, there's a really nice taco place, and I'm sure there's lots of really nice taco places in Barcelona, but perhaps there's better ones local to you in London. Perhaps that would be a bit more on point. But anyway, yeah, waffling on.
Tacos, I think it's called.
Yeah, for sure. I'll do that.
It's always better to keep the conversation focused on her and her world. So this wasn't the best. It's not going to kill things, but yeah, could have done better. I noticed you've got an accent. Where is it from? Is it Norwegian?
No, I come from Sweden.
Ah, close by.
Yeah, I live very far north.
I wonder
of
if she's fucked
I
PewDiePie.
have, lots of snow and a lot of nature. I love it. It's really great.
My name's Richard, by the way.
Oh, hi,
Nice
Emma.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You can't do that now. COVID times, you're not allowed to. In fact, they should be wearing masks. And yeah, masks kind of take away a lot of expression in human contact. So perhaps this whole situation wouldn't be happening if you're both donning masks. Anyhow, quite formal to shake hands like that. And yeah, I think a lot of girls... I mean, you normally shake hands in a formal search situation, like when you're being introduced to someone in a group setting. Or it's their job to receive you as a customer or something like that. Or if you're, you know, that's where you sort of normally shake hands. Or if you're being introduced by friends. But to sort of randomly, when you've been talking to someone for that long, to suddenly offer your hand and shake hands, that's kind of very unusual. It's not, I mean, I guess it could happen. But it's an unusual action as far as I'm concerned. But that's saying that, yeah, I have shook a few people's hands before, but as I said, under different circumstances. So it's a weird one, and I'm not sure if you offered your hand in this situation, whether it's going to be reciprocated. Where's that hand been? Yeah. I mean, from the man point of view, where's that hand been? From the female point of view, where's that hand been? I'm not touching that. Get that shit away from me.
I'm English.
Oh, cool. Do you know any Cockney rhyming slang?
So the first thing she thinks about of an English person, not is whereabouts are you from in England, but do you know any Cockney rhyming slang? Again, that is just total rubbish. That's just a stupid question. No one would ever ask that unless you're living in the bloody 1970s. Yeah, Cockney rhyming slang. I mean, if you just said I'm from East London, I'm from the old school East London, or Essex or somewhere like that, then she might bring that up in conversation at some point. But as a thing to say to someone who they come from such a diverse country as England, is a bit weird to say that. And yeah, unusual. Where is her head at? So I'm going to say yes, because I know a bit of Cockney rhyming slang myself.
Cockney rhyming slang, yeah, because I'm from London and
Sounds
it
like
originates in the east, and I'm from the south, but yeah, I do know some.
Okay, cool. Oh, tell me one.
Oh, okay.
Right, well, do you like a nice Rosie Lee at night when you got the apples to your Uncle Ted? So Rosie Lee, cup of tea, apples and pears up the stairs. Uncle Ted, go to your bed. I think, how about a monkey? Monkeys alls play with your balls, with the Bristol cities, your titties, and a Roger pass up your arse. No, Khyber passes up your arse. So A is obviously not the right one. I did tell you I knew a bit of rhyming slang. I can't remember what Roger, the rhyming slang is Roger. But obviously it's disgusting and you say that. But certain girls might laugh at that. You might come across like a dickhead and you might come across like humorous for saying that. It depends on the girl. Obviously, yeah, what does it say about you if you're going to come up with something sexual and rude in this kind of conversation? So no, you're going to have to go for B.
Yeah, I've got a good one. How about this? Do you like a nice Rosie Lee before you go up the apples to Uncle Ted? Do you understand it?
No, it sounds a little bit rude.
No, it's not actually. So, you know, Cockney rhyming slang always rhymes. So Rosie...
See, it sounds a little bit rude. So that's at that point, if this was a real situation and you'd made it this far in the conversation, if she had any inclination of what you're talking about is rude, then she's going to be walking out the door and calling security. This man is being a pervert. Get him out of here. Call security. Yeah. So yeah, this is a bit of a weird. It's delving into Twilight Zone territory now.
Lee rhymes with what word, do you think?
I don't know.
Lee, tea. Rosie,
Lee, tea. Oh, tea.
So do you like a tea as the first
Yes,
part?
yeah.
Before you go up the apples, apples and pears, which rhymes with, what do you go up that rhymes
Stairs?
with pears? Yes,
Stairs,
before you
yes.
go up the stairs, to your Uncle Ted.
Bed.
Yes!
Oh, I
exactly.
got it.
So it's like,
Yes.
do you like a cup of tea before you go up the stairs to bed?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, she does.
Well done. Although this sounds quite dodgy, it's actually totally tame and yeah, quite fun. So
What I find amusing about in these little scenes in with Richard giving you the lowdown on your response, you've got these sort of uninterested women that are sat there being paid to just sit there and sort of just generally be in the background. But it's kind of amusing their sort of lack of expression and disinterested looks into what's being said, and it's just, you could tell that it's just no, something not right about that. I mean, it's not perverse or anything, it's just a bit contrived, a bit silly. Richard could have easily have sat behind a desk and just given his evaluation, but to have this kind of room, the half naked women, obviously this is the censored version and you don't get that. But anyway, yeah, weird. But I guess this is a fun game and it's appealing to certain people wanting to play it for fun. Remember, we've got to think of the F word here, yeah? No, not
Well
that
done.
F word. The other one.
do you know loads of people, loads of Swedish people live in London? Did you know that? So many.
Yeah, a lot of my friends do.
Oh, great. Maybe we've got some in common because I used to be friends with a lot of people from the Sweden.
Wait a minute. So she's Swedish. I mean, what kind of asshole would say something like that? Oh, so first he says a lot of Swedish people live in London. And she's like, yeah. And then he sort of goes one further and says, maybe we have friends that know each other and what? So from all the hundreds and maybe thousands of Swedish people that live in London, you seem to know all of them. Or you're coming across like you know all of them. And yeah, we could have some in common. Okay, if you say so. But that's a pretty bullshit comment to make, man. I mean, why would you even say that?
Swedish school. It's somewhere, I don't know, in West
Yeah.
London.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But what do you think about the stereotypes about Swedish people? Do you think they're true?
Yeah. I guess. I think a lot of it's true.
Yeah? Like what?
For example, we fuck like bunnies.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So that question he had earlier about her being a slag. Yeah. And, I'm not sure any woman is going to be saying that. I mean, I think in a group situation where you're having a laugh with a group of you and you're sort of drinking and yeah, maybe that comment would come out. It's a bit of a loaded question to begin with. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a bit out of character for her to just come out with that, but I guess this is part of the game. And now you've got this weird choices here. Talk about how lonely she must be away from her home country. I think out of all of these, I mean, why would you even suggest some of these other things? I think either A, I can't believe I'm hitting on a girl in a grocery store. But then talk about how, let's go with A and see what happens.
You know, this is strange. I don't normally meet people in the grocery store and don't chat up
really?
women in the daytime and stuff. Yeah.
Hey, but you're doing fine.
Oh, yeah. Being too indirect too long is obviously bad. So if you've been talking to her for 5-10 minutes and you're still talking about food and stuff in the shop, then that is not the way to go. This is quite bold, but it doesn't put her on the spot too much. It's showing interest, and for her to give acceptance, she doesn't need to say anything. She just needs to give passive acceptance that she's fine with it to continue.
Except one major flaw in that is that you've now put your cards fully on the table and what your intent is by using the phrase "I'm hitting" or "I can't believe I'm hitting" on a girl in a supermarket. So if she's not receptive to you, well, let's just say you're just having a casual conversation, and that's what it might just be. I mean, it's a bit unusual that you've got 5 minutes of talking in a supermarket to begin with, but let's say you do get that far and you're just having a good conversation. To use the phrase that you're now hitting on the girl, you've crossed the boundary now. You've made your intent quite clear. And at that point, you might even get a slap around the face, or punch in the eye, or security, call security. Again, so it's kind of like, I think that's a bit too forward to even mention that. I mean, that's just rubbish. Yeah. I think there's probably other words you could use instead of using the word hitting. Maybe I'd be a bit less forward and less blunt and say that, yeah, I can't believe that I'm having this conversation in the supermarket. You don't need to use the word "I'm hitting on you" in the supermarket. Anyway, whatever. This is a crazy, unreal situation.
Anyway, I'm just gonna go do the rest of my shopping.
Oh.
Oh. His face. Oh. What did you expect? But that would have happened literally about 5 minutes ago, after you talked about the what she prepares with the food. So to make it this far, right. Wait a minute, we didn't finish talking yet. It's just like, oh my gosh, get this guy away from me. Tell her that she's the last item on my shopping list. That's just going to cause security to come and arrest you. You're going to be my shopping buddy. Do you have a list? Pick up a cucumber and say, "Here comes the aeroplane," and fly it into her crotch. Now that's going to... You go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200 if you use that answer. You'll probably be getting the cucumber shoved down your throat and you're choked to death on the way to the jail. Anyway, yeah. So the only one that is actually reasonable here is, I mean, if you say tell her that she's the last item on my shopping list, that's immediately making her out to be some sort of prize and item. Yeah, only a sleaze bag would say something like that, and that line would never work in any situation ever in the history of mankind. So you're going to be my shopping buddy. Do you have a list? Again, the lesser of all these four evils here. I mean, seriously, you're clinging on here now.
Yeah, I need some things as well. I tell you what, let's be shopping buddies. So do you have a list, a shopping list?
No, I don't have a list.
Oh my God, you're so disorganized.
No, I have my list here.
Yeah? All right. Well, I tell you what, hey,
just grab the basket from her hand. Well, stop there. You've invaded the personal space right away. You already did that with the handshake, and now you're acting like you've known each other for 10 years. That's not going to work. You don't grab the person's... Unless you're going to offer to pay for it. Look, let me pay for that for you. Even then, you wouldn't just grab the basket out of her hand. I mean, even to make this suggestion is crazy. I mean, yeah, really crazy indeed. That we're going to be shopping buddies now. You're stuck with me, and whether you like it or not.
Carry this heavy basket, put in the trolley.
Yeah.
Here you go. And I believe in equal opportunities, so you can...
Okay.
Let's go down here, get some stuff.
Now, I bet he thinks he's being clever with "I believe in equal opportunities." Let you push the trolley. I mean, what that means basically does is that she can't get away now because her shopping is in the trolley that he's conveniently put in there, and she can't just walk away from this situation now because he's combined them together. So it's a bit of a sly, sneaky move, and completely unnecessary for him to do that, even though there's a bit of chivalry in there. Oh, let me take you a heavy shopping. But she's been standing there for like 5 minutes already with the holding this shopping basket. So it's not a case of let me take that heavy shopping off you. You would have done that a long time ago, or put it down on the ground. Yeah. Or what if she's got another trolley? So both of you walking around the supermarket together, shopping buddies with these two massive trolleys. Yeah, just barging your way through all the other shoppers. I mean, yeah, come on. So what is this saying then? You only go for the people that have the baskets. If there's a nice girl that's got a shopping trolley, then it's no-go because your seduction technique isn't going to work there. Yeah, okay, fine.
They got porridge. Here you're making a little game, you're playfully teasing. Most people don't have a list, so you know it kind of gives you that tease that you can always use about being disorganized. It's a pretty smooth way to kind of continue the shopping together, making a game of it and making it low pressure, but ensuring that you can still continue the interaction. We put the basket in the shopping trolley to kind of connect you both, so you're kind of going to be together till the end, whatever happens.
But it's also a dick move.
So, do you like clothes shopping?
Yeah, I do actually. I like to buy online mainly.
Oh, really? Me too.
It's faster and like I know what I want. I just want to go get it and yeah.
Yeah.
I know my size, so I don't need to try stuff on usually.
Yeah, it's great. And usually there's a discount.
Yeah, exactly. So what brands do you like?
Oh, I like a lot of brands. I like Guess, Levi's. And also this brand, Super Dry, I love that a lot. They have so cute
Super
tops.
Dry? I hope that's not about
got
her
a
pussy.
super small one. It was super, super cute.
Do you know who you look like? You look like Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins. Do you know that?
No, I don't know about that.
Ah, it's a manga. And yeah, you look like her.
Okay, cool.
Because people say I look like Dreyfus, the other guy.
Dreyfus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is he a player?
A player?
Yeah, you're kind of a player. So, do you like clothes shopping?
Yeah, I do actually. I like to buy online mainly.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Me too.
It's faster.
Right. So, which of these items now? She said that he's a player. He kind of felt a bit offended that she would say that, but say that you prefer the harsh fluorescent lighting so women can't hide their flaws, like on a dating profile. That's kind of very methodical and unusual and creepy. So you date a lot of girls, but you're not a 20-year-old party boy anymore. I don't get the question because the game glitched out. So I think what I'm going to do, I'll tell her it's fine for a man to bang endless chicks and she is probably a slag. So I shouldn't even be talking about I think we're going to go for E, teach her how she could tell if a guy is a player. Like she don't have that experience herself of knowing that, but let's see what happens.
So you think I'm a bit of a player maybe?
Yeah, you seem a little bit like a player. You're shopping and talking to me. Yeah.
Well, I've got some friends that are like guys that I know, and I think that players and bad boys always have a few characteristics.
Okay, tell me about them.
Well, see if you agree. Yeah. So normally they hang out with the guys a lot and don't have many female friends. Obviously they go to clubs and bars, so if they're talking to you, they're like, what kind of bars do you like? What kind of drinks do you have?
Yeah.
And that kind of thing.
Shadow.
Yeah, that's normally how you can tell. And the other thing is that they had bad relationships with their exes. Because then you know that they probably just sleep with girls and then dump them or just behave badly. So normally that's how you can tell if a guy is a player.
Okay, cool.
So how would you bring that? How would she know then what the relationship is with the exes? Like the guy goes, so you're out. So let's say she's dating a guy that she's just met, like this guy here, Richard, and whilst they're out dating, the phone constantly keeps ringing from all the ex-partners because he's so friendly with the ex-partners, and he's like, yeah, how are you doing? Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm just sort of with my latest at the moment. We're just on a date, and can I call you back later? And she's like, whoa. And he's like, yeah, these are all the exes. Yeah, I mean, I always remain good friends with my exes. And yeah, okay. That's just kind of like, yeah, okay, that's not going to happen, man. I mean, why would you even bring that up? But anyway.
I think this is a valid way of dealing with the challenge. So when a woman likes you, she's likely to, you know, call you a player or say, do you do this to all the girls? Do you always talk to girls in supermarkets and things of that nature? If she were totally uninterested, she likely wouldn't do that. So the first thing is to take it as an indicator of interest. The second thing is not to say what you think that she wants to hear, which is, no, of course I'm not, I'm a good boy and whatever. So this is one of the correct answers here, and there were other ones. This place actually has very good coffee. Have you tried it?
No, I haven't tried it.
They've got the Guatemalan blend and stuff, yeah. They used to have good pastries, but not anymore, but the coffee is really good.
So you're going to start talking about the Guatemalan blend? Come on, man. How did you even know she likes coffee? So obviously you'd have to lead into it. Do you like coffee? Because this place has a really nice selection of coffees. Yeah, I mean, well, if you don't, oh, I don't like coffee. Then where are you going to go then?
Good.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to go for it right now. We're on the subject, so you might as well. We've already crossed the boundary. She already says she likes coffee, so let's just go for it. Why not?
After we finish our shopping, we could grab a quick coffee, sit down, have a coffee.
Yeah, maybe.
This is the correct time to suggest it. You don't want to wait till you're at the checkout. Maybe it will be distracting and there'll be conversation with the worker there. Maybe it'll just put too much pressure. So in general...
So what I like about this is that it's interesting all the girls that are around him. How many of those girls sitting there listening to him with this script will be interested in falling for all of this? And you can sort of read what's going on in their minds. Yeah, that's never going to work on me, fella. Yeah.
Well, you don't want to leave things until the last minute, so this was the right time to suggest the next step. Oh, dang, I forgot, on my list I didn't put wine, but I need to get some wine as well.
Oh, yeah, I was also gonna get some wine.
Yeah?
Do you know anything about wine?
Well, he just said that he was going to get some wine. So she asked, do you know anything about wine? Well, if I'm going to go get some wine, why would I not know anything about it if I was just going to get it? Yeah? So a bit of a dumb question to ask. Sorry, girl. But at least, anyway, it's kind of reversing now. Who's chatting up who? So let's say yes.
Yeah, I know quite a bit about wine. Not everything.
That's why I'm buying it.
So do you know a good wine for a summer evening?
A good wine for a summer evening. Well, a pina colada is a cocktail, so screw that. I think a screw top is a cocktail. Yeah, I think Riesling is a German wine. I think that's the right answer. But if you know nothing about wine, you wouldn't be going to buy it. But I suppose if you're on the subject of buying wine, maybe you could then choose them together if you're not, both of you are not well versed. But I mean, at that point, you could call the person that works in the supermarket and ask them. But I'm going to go for the Riesling. Yeah.
I think, you know what's good? Riesling.
Yeah.
Yeah, very fruity, good for summer.
Yeah, Riesling is good.
German, Austrian, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go get a Riesling and something else. Yes, great. Riesling was one of the best options.
Right, so let her check out first. I mean, I think anything can happen here, but yeah, D is a bit crazy. You go first at the checkout, then wait for her. I mean, yeah, you could do that. But the A is obviously the forward super seducer way of I'll pay for this, but you teach me how to cook it. A cheeky chappy, and you might get into some to and fro conversation if you have made it even to this remote stage here of no, don't worry, I'll do it. No, let me pay for yours. No. So whatever. A is the right answer.
Emma, you don't have much stuff, so I tell you what, I'll check these out. I'll buy that stuff as well. But you teach me how to cook it.
Okay,
then we've
sure.
got a deal.
Thank you.
Okay, let me get.
And then he starts chatting up the checkout girl as well, just to prove his prowess. That would have been classic.
These. What coffee do you want?
Oh yeah, I like dark.
Dark coffee.
Yeah.
No, she likes it dark, man.
If you can afford it, then this is fine. Obviously, in this exact situation, I'm quite a lot older and I have the successful Horror Seducer games, so it's fine for me to buy the few items that she has. Notice that we have the quid pro quo, where I say that I will do something for her, meaning pay for the stuff, and she'll do something for me, which is just, teaching me how to cook it. By phrasing it like that, you're not trying to buy her or, it just comes across a lot better.
Really? You're not trying to buy her? Okay, I'll pay for this, you do something for me. Just think about that for a second. I'll pay for this, you do something for me. That comes up in a lot of situations that I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah, I kind of keep skipping it by pausing it. I don't know why that does that. Maybe because I'm pushing the wrong button. So, kind of skipped a bit there. Ask about pets. A lot of people like pets. What are your best qualities? What music you like? I think the best qualities is probably the best thing. Again, this game is all about asking about the other person. And what I found in my own situation, my own experiences, is that you should not always talk about yourself so much. I mean, if you keep going on about what you've done and what you're doing all the time, and it's dull and really dull. And obviously, if you're interested in finding out about another person, then you're going to ask about them and keep the focus on them. But I sort of have a tendency to conduct my discussions like an interview. And keep asking too many questions all the time, but then I make a joke about that perhaps sometimes, and but anyway, yeah. So what are your best qualities? I think that's the most reasonable thing to ask anybody, I guess, is as a casual conversation starter.
What would you say your best qualities are?
I think I'm very good at cooking and cleaning and all of that stuff.
Really?
Yeah. I would say that's my best qualities. Yeah.
I mean, seriously, what are your best qualities? Cooking and cleaning. I mean, if we lived in the 1950s, yeah, that would be quite a good response. But I think you'd expect something a bit more than that from somebody. I mean, that's a bit of an unusual reply to get from any woman in this day and age. But I guess... yeah.
How do you say, I understand about cooking, but with cleaning, like, how do you know if someone's really good?
Well, if you keep it clean and if you do it often, and yeah, I just love it. It's like an interest of mine, I guess, to clean.
An interest of mine to... Wait a minute. It's like an interest of mine to clean. Was exactly what she said. An interest of mine to clean. Seriously? Would you say that? It's an interest of mine. I mean, it's something you have to do, obviously, but it's an interest of mine to clean. So that's your job, because he hadn't asked her what her job is yet. So maybe that's her job then. It's an interest of her. She owns a cleaning company, and she's the manageress of a cleaning company, or one of the workers.
Do you clean if you had like a big, massive apartment, like 300 meters, 3,000 square foot?
I don't think I would ever want to hire.
You would never get a cleaner?
No.
And ironing and stuff?
No, I'm bad with that.
But if you have a mansion, you have to have a cleaner because it's just too much.
I guess, but I don't have a mansion.
That's how, okay. And that's it? Cooking and cleaning?
Well, I'm a very happy person. Yeah.
Great.
She's struggling a bit here. So basically, it's making her out to be kind of, I'm not sure if this is scripted, partially, and she's kind of not wanting to reveal too much about herself for this game, but it's making her out to be a bit of an airhead, a bit of a deadhead with not really much going on in between there. If you're got an interest in cleaning, I mean, cooking is fine. You know, you're a chef. That's amazing talent to have if you're a good cook, but you can do some wonderful things with that. But to sort of not be able to think of anything else that your best qualities is kind of, I guess it's put her on the spot maybe. And maybe then that wasn't the best question to ask right away. Like an interview.
Positive.
Looking on the bright side, seeing the best in life, trying to enjoy things.
Yeah.
And he's doing a thing here again where, because she's not being forthcoming with the answers, he's answering the question for her by saying, you know, oh, so you're looking on the bright side, and she's like, yeah, like she can't think for herself to say that. So yeah, so you kind of yeah.
Always positive. I think that's good too.
And you live in the present or the future or the past?
I live everywhere. That's maybe one of my flaws. I'm a little chaotic. Yeah, but
a few of these kinds of questions on a date are really good. They're quite interesting psychologically, but they also put a little bit of pressure on her and set up a scene where she's trying to prove herself. So it's a nice dynamic to have if it's there just a little.
Well, a bit too much pressure in that situation, because she crumbled because she said that she was cooking and she had interest in cleaning. I mean, come on, man. It's like the sort of thing you'd go away if it was the reverse. You say, why the hell did I say that? I mean, what the hell did I say that? Damn, what the hell did I say that? I fucking said... So, I mean, yeah. All right. She can get away with it, obviously. But if it's reverse and the man says something equally as ditzy and stupid, then yeah, why the hell did I say that?
so what do you work with?
It's kind of interesting for me. Let's see if you like it. It's video games.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like interactive FM.
Video games. So I work with video games, and I think depending on who you talk to and how you broach a subject, they can have a positive or negative connotation to it. Ah, yeah, video games, that's for kids, is one response you might get. Or video games, oh yeah, I got a cousin or a friend who sits there all day and just plays video games and does nothing. He's just glued in front of the telly. Or the kids sit there playing Fortnite and it's just crazy. They should be outdoors getting exercise. It's a scourge. Yeah. So just say that you're in video games is, nah. I think everyone has their own idea of what video games are, and I think there's a lot of facets to it. So I think you'd have to be a bit more specific in terms of what you do within video games. And I think Richard is going to explain that here, but without getting too technical.
Video games, but in the horror genre.
Damn, I
Do you
love
like horror
horror.
movies?
Yeah, I love horror movies.
Okay, great. You're gonna love it then. So basically, you're in a horror scenario like cabin in the woods. There's a killer, but it keeps like giving the player the choice of what they want to do. So, you know, like they all split up, or they, you know, leave the window open, or whatever stupid stuff they do in the horror movie. But you'll be able to choose and not do that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good.
And then either everyone dies or everyone lives, or some people die, some people live.
Yeah.
Yeah, horror seducer. But it's going to be, I don't know, it's gonna be about 12 months.
But I think this game is a bit horror in its own way. So you already made that game.
More to make it, maybe
Okay.
18.
Yeah. Wow, that is so cool. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, it's quite good. Yeah, I like it.
So she's impressed about his video gaming. Again, that's just one in a million. I mean, obviously there are plenty of girl gamers, and yeah, that's fine. But you might meet a girl gamer in the supermarket and get this sort of weird Twilight Zone conversation, and yeah. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, obviously their paths have crossed in this kind of fictitious situation. And yeah, she's really into video games herself, and yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
I also like books. Do you like reading books?
I'm trying to learn how to read. Or I
Excuse me?
know how to read.
Okay, that's Ditzy comment number 2. I'm trying to learn how to read. Maybe, you know, obviously English is not her first language then, Swedish. But that's a really kind of ditzy comment to make. I think it's just a slip of the tongue, and it's kind of cute the way you laugh that off. But I mean, yeah, unusual.
Know how to read, but
Wait, but let me just wait.
yeah.
Let me just remember what you said. I'm trying to learn how to read. Okay, now carry on.
No, I know how to read. I have known that a long time.
I believe you.
Yeah, but I'm trying to start reading more.
Gotcha.
That's
like
what I mean.
Because you don't have enough time, or because you don't focus when you read?
I just don't focus.
Like on the phone
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
It's because today's day and age is different. Yeah.
You could try digital detox, you know, like a few days where you just leave the phones and.
Yeah, I've heard
It's
about
quite
that.
hard, yeah.
Yeah.
I tried it. It was great.
Oh, you did? Is that why you read now?
I read well before, but doing the detox was brilliant. Like, just leave all the devices and go, and you feel this thing like you want to check stuff, but you can't. So you just end up sitting and reading, and then you get focus back and can concentrate. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I need to try that.
Okay, well, that was just completely weird, all of that, and yeah. Soon you'll try to get her back to your house, so you should. I don't think anything is required at this stage. You just got to keep talking. I mean, you got to build up a level of trust. Yeah, I mean, set up another date in the future. Why set up another date in the future when you're already on a date right now, so to speak? It's not like, oh, excuse me, but sorry, Richard, I've got to go. I've got an appointment with the dog walker or whatever. She's not got any. She's just quite happily, both of them, they've got nothing to do and they're just idly chatting away over a cold cup of coffee now. So at this point, I'd say you just keep going with the flow, man. Don't be pushy. You've got a good rapport going. You've taken the piss. She's made some funny comments. He's made some inquisitive comments, and why shut it down now?
Where's your favorite place to go on holiday?
Actually, I think Greece is my favorite place, at least in Europe.
What place?
Yeah.
Like Athens or islands?
Crete.
Crete.
Have you been there?
It's funny that I don't know, right? Probably did when I was young.
Yeah, it's the island to Greece. Yeah, it's great. It's super good food, and it's good weather.
Good weather, nice food. People are friendly in Greece as well, I think.
Yeah, they're really friendly. Yeah, yeah, I love it. Where's your favorite place?
I like Bali. I'll go with Bali.
Bali.
Yeah.
Whoa, I've never
Ubud.
been there. Wait, that's crazy, right? That's the baby blue ocean and stuff.
Well, I like actually the jungle part in Bali. They do have, you know, coast and it's pretty good, but they have the special super cool jungle place, Ubud. Yeah. If it's sea.
I mean, that's weird. They do the I like the jungle part. I like Bali, but I like the jungle part. And yeah, they do the coast, but yeah, I like the jungle. Yeah, like that. I mean, that's not really. Come on, man. The script could have been a bit better there. What you would normally say is, I tend to shy away from all the coastal resort stuff where all the tourists sort of hang about, and I rather go sort of more inland to the jungles to get a more of a natural vibe of the country, which is a beautiful country with lots of nature and lots of exploration, and getting sort of down and dirty with the locals rather than hanging in the hotels. That's a bit more of a better response, and I don't do the coastals. I go to the jungle.
And like Indian Ocean, Maldives, Seychelles, very nice.
Whoa, you've been everywhere.
Yeah, well,
Damn, have you actually been everywhere?
no, I went to 78 countries.
Whoa, I've been to 12.
Oh, but you're younger. I'm like 40 years older than you.
No? That means I'm a kid.
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
Well, you should have gotten the number just as a safety, because when you invite her back and she says no, then you might say, well, can I have your number? And she says no again, just because she's already said no. So it would have been better to have gotten the number instead of doing nothing.
Really?
Thank you for buying my groceries.
Again, that's a flaw of the game. See, there's nothing in that point in the conversation that suggests that your interaction is going to come to a close soon. And obviously, the more you get to know about the person, the more you find out about them, the more they find out about you, the more they're going to like you, the more you're going to like them or find them more interesting. So why would you be that pushy and ask for the number at that point in time in the conversation? And I think that was a bit of misleading for them to just say, well, actually, you should have just gone for the number rather than continuing on, because there's no time frame here. You've already sat there drinking coffee and talking in a supermarket while she's supposed to be doing shopping. You've already established that neither of you got anything better to do for the rest of the day. So why push it now to suggest that you want the phone number? A bit odd, that one.
Oh, don't mention it. You only had, what, five things? Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, thanks.
What's something you really love to think about?
Well, I love philosophy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I often think about what's gonna happen when we die.
Oh, well, tell me, what's gonna happen when I die?
Really, I think that when we're on this earth...
I think what happens when he dies is that he gets resurrected and comes back to life 6 or 7 days later, and then carries on before ascending into,
Earth, I think that we're here to learn lessons, and we have multiple lives until we have all the lessons, and then we go to heaven when we're like a complete human.
That's like the Indian reincarnation kind of philosophy?
I don't really know.
Is it Indian?
Maybe, yeah, it's kind of like reincarnation, but also I believe in heaven and God.
So if you've got like 0 where you're like the worst human and 100 where you're good enough to go to heaven, what would you say you're on, do you think?
I think I have a lot to learn still. Maybe I'm at like 70.
70? Well, that's not bad. That's not bad.
But there's still a lot to learn.
And 100 is like 99 is like Dalai Lama or someone, or?
Yeah, if you're on 100, that means that you are a very good human.
And then in heaven it's all like harps and angels and pure bliss to
yeah,
reward
I
you.
think it's ultimate happiness.
I think you just die and boom, finish.
No, really?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's so boring.
Well, it's not boring. It's kind of understanding that you won't have more,
It's
so you
kind of
better make
boring.
the most of this life.
Oh, true. But then this life has no meaning because you just die and it's over.
You do, it does, but it's kind of selfish for a human to think that they would be, continuing and everlasting, that they wouldn't just end, and finish. So, let's see. We'll never find out.
Yeah, we won't find out. Fuck.
See, I think what you're going to notice now about Richard, and I think this is probably what he does naturally, is that every time he asks this question, he'll always smile afterwards and flash his teeth and smile. And I think this is probably something he will have covered in his books and his over his career, that this is a mechanism for attracting the opposite sex to always be smiling and show that you're open and it's humans react to a smile, and if you're able to naturally smile when you're asking questions, you give off a certain vibe, and it's interesting that he hasn't mentioned that in this, but you'll notice it every time that the camera cuts to him, that he puts on this little smile every time. Yeah, just something worth noting. Anyway, you want to get her back to the house. I mean, talking about religion, yeah, I kind of agree with Richard on that one, to be fair, and yeah, I think I have the same exact philosophy that he does on that. So anyway, I think point C is the best thing to go for here. Frozen products will melt though. Let's go for, I think, A or C here.
I just had a great idea. So we've got the ingredients for the tacos, right?
Yeah.
We've got wine. I'm kind of getting hungry. How about you?
Yeah, I'm also hungry.
Why don't we go? You can teach me how to cook the tacos and we can eat them together.
Okay, so this game, this whole scenario is already well deep into the Twilight Zone. But so she's only met him, and I think within the game world now it's been going on for what 20 minutes. They've been discussing, and now you're sort of talking about cooking for each other already. I think they fast forwarded a couple of months, I think, or a couple of weeks.
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
And whose house should we go to? Mine's not far, and I've got really good like saucepans and cooking utensils.
Wow, that's just totally off key. I've got some really good cooking utensils, and seeing as you have an interest in cooking and cleaning, then my place is obviously the best. But if she's got an interest in cooking and cleaning, which is what she said, and that's just part of her amazing qualities, then perhaps she should offer to go to her place. Yeah, I think this is all part of showing off that, yeah, my place is cool and your place isn't, and yeah.
And all of that
Okay.
stuff, so.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? All right,
Sounds
great.
good. I'm down. Yeah.
All right, so we'll finish our coffee and then head out.
Let's go.
Yeah, great. Just make it seem natural, spontaneous, and cool and low pressure. That's the best way to do it.
Low pressure. So asking someone that you've only just met to come back to your place is a low pressure situation. I don't think so. It's not a low pressure situation at all. It's a high pressure situation. And if you, I mean, whoa. I mean, most women are not even going to go there. I mean, maybe eating out first, meeting somewhere neutral first. You're moving way too fast with this. I mean, yeah, maybe this will work in certain situations, but I can't think of anywhere this would work in a real situation for most people.
You know what? Actually, maybe I shouldn't go back to your house.
Twiddling her hair while she's saying that, showing a bit of insecurity and slight frown as well. So obviously that's the cue to make her feel comfortable and that it's not going to be crazy. And I think some of these responses are a bit, I think A or B, tell her you're really enjoying spending time with her and want to continue is okay. But obviously for this game, you're going to have to say, I'll give you my address. You send to your friends so they know where you are. Is the safe option if she's keen to come and, yeah.
I know how to set your mind at ease. If you give me your phone, I'll write down my address, send it to one of your friends and tell them that if you don't message them every hour, then something's wrong and send the SWAT team to kill me, all right?
Oh my god. Yeah. I guess we can do that. Yeah.
Don't worry. But
okay.
just so you feel safe, you know.
Yeah, but that would make me feel safe.
And they can track you on.
But the thing is, you wouldn't take the phone and put it, because he could be doing anything now. You wouldn't give the phone. She wouldn't give him the phone. You'd tell her the address and she would put it in herself. I mean, empower her to do that herself and keep her personal phone to herself. I don't think you're going to start handing out someone else's phone. And, you know, I mean, and that could have been another way to get her number, for example. Say, well, look, give me your number. I will text you my address. And then you can send that address to your friends. And then and tell them that if you don't get in touch every 10 minutes, then they should send in the SWAT team. That would have been a better move as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, yeah. What do I know?
Friends and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
You mean Marty's just looking through all your phone? Look.
Boulevard. There you go. That's
Thanks.
it.
That actually makes me feel safer.
Right.
So, let's go.
So wait a minute. That makes her feel safer. So what if I don't know. Yeah. But there's a lot he can do within an hour. He could take the phone off of her and then, yeah, oh, she left. Yeah, she was here. She left. Meanwhile, she's bound and gagged in a cupboard in the house. And she left an hour ago. And by the time the friends sort of cotton on and call the SWAT team, he's left the country, man. Oh gosh, nah, not a good idea at all. Yeah.
Kind of last minute objection or worry is extremely common, and you could deal with it like this if you think she's worried about her safety.
If you think...
You finished your coffee?
Yeah.
All right, me too. Let's go, yeah? I'll take the bags, don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So...
Hey, nice apartment.
Thank you.
That's why I wanted to show it off.
Serious cooking time. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Or actually, I would like to go change if it's okay.
To change?
Yeah. I don't think these clothes are fit for cooking.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. There's a bathroom just here, so you can go there.
Thank you. Okay.
She's going to get changed, but she doesn't have any bag to get changed. So where's she going to get the clothes from? I get it. She's going to go into Richard's bedroom and get the clothes that one of his ex-girlfriends has left in the apartment, which happens to be the same size as her. She's going to put those on and get changed. Because there's no indication that she had, if you go back at the beginning of the video, where she's in the supermarket, she was holding a basket and she didn't have any other bags with her. So how would she have got changed? So I think they've skipped a few weeks of dating before they've got to this point, and I think it's a bit misleading for this game to suggest that this is what will happen within 20 minutes of meeting someone new for the first time. Gosh almighty.
Oh, wow. So this is your cooking outfit.
See? Holy crap. Holy crap. Now where the hell did that come from? She just happened to have that hiding in her jeans back pocket next to her phone.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. It's so much more comfortable.
I think I found something out about you. Because look, we just met recently.
Uh-oh, we just met recently. See, again, the game should really have been a bit more broad. We just met recently. Like, recently, you'd say, yeah, we met recently, like a couple of weeks ago or whatever. Not 20 minutes ago, we just met each other. Recently, so maybe there's a lot of cut content in this game, but it's not realistic in any way. And the continuity is not great either. There should have been a little write-up to say, right, a few weeks later, this is what happens. You meet again, you've been on a few dates, and now it's time for inviting each other over to each other's house. Then you could have dropped this scene. Richard, a lesson for you there. Your continuity is not great, or especially from the player perspective. You've kind of just hopped from one scenario to the other far too quickly, and it's not realistic. In any way, shape or form, and it's a bit bullshit. Okay.
You're already back at my house. I think you're one of those female sexual predators that I've heard about. My mum told me to be careful, actually.
No, don't worry. No.
We're just gonna cook, yeah?
Well, she must be a sexual predator because she's already got her clothes in his apartment. So she's already moved in. They only just met recently and she's already moved in. So yeah, there are people like that will just latch onto you just like that immediately after just meeting them. And yeah, you gotta be careful. Next minute they're moving in, and next minute their family's moving in, and next minute they've taken over your life. And then in the middle of the night one day they might just disappear, leave you with nothing. Oh my gosh. So yeah, he's got to be careful now, Richard. Or she might be a crazy psychopath and she might slit his throat while he's sleeping. Oh dear. So yeah, dangerous territory.
Yeah, let's cook. I'm just gonna cook. Yeah,
okay.
Trust me.
Great.
It's cool that you know so much about wine.
I don't know that much. I just like, good wine and good food and know a little bit about it.
I think it's great.
Oh, great. So offer some wine while you cook is the obvious thing, because the first thing you're going to offer somebody when they come in your house, before they get changed into their sexy attire for the evening, you would offer them would you like a drink, madame? And of course, yeah, of course. You don't just wait until you sit down to eat. Would you like a drink, madame? It's customary to do so. Where are your manners, boy?
I think we'll cook much better if we have some wine. Should we have some wine while we cook?
Yeah,
That'd be nice,
let's go.
right?
Yeah, let's have that.
Okay. Bottle of wine. 2 glasses.
Again, no, you've got to be careful. You know, we're not living in the Stone Age, right? So maybe you could direct her to pour the drinks. You open the bottle, let her pour the drinks, and then at least she can tell that you're not going to slip some Mickey Finn into her drink. And it's game over for her. Yeah, look it up, Mickey Finn. I've got that name from one of the rave DJs, and also from the game LA Noire from Rockstar Games. They call it Mickey Finn. It's a nickname for a date rape drug that puts you to sleep. So yeah, he should be her guard is well down. Obviously she's got changed, so again it's the continuity issue that obviously they've been seeing each other for quite some time and they're very relaxed in each other's company, but the game hasn't made that particularly clear. It's sort of going on the pretext that only 20 minutes ago they were sitting in the supermarket, they didn't even know each other, and they were browsing the aisles for healthy food, and now they're drinking wine together.
And I think white wine's good with tacos, right? Is that
Yeah,
right?
well, white wine is good with everything. Or nothing.
Yeah, in a nervous first date type situation, it's normal to have some wine. It's also pretty normal to drink some wine while you're cooking. So now, if you're the person that never has alcohol or objects to alcohol, fair enough, but just understand that in the game, having wine would be more useful than not to make everyone relax and things to be more comfortable. Here you go then, take this.
Oh, thank you.
Let's cheers.
Cheers.
To meeting you.
Oh, I can really taste it. There's cherry,
Yeah.
sea salt, and bark.
Tree bark.
Yeah.
What? Did he really just say that? Tree bark? So what other bark is there? The kind of bark that comes out of a dog? Come on, Richard. Editing.
I watched the James Suckling masterclass. And I'm getting broke dick dog, but in a damp phone booth.
Oh, I have
Little
no idea what
tininess.
those words mean.
Very good stuff, yeah? Nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, so let's start you with this.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and I need the oil for frying.
Do you have a knife?
You want a knife?
Oh dear, she wants
it
the
with?
knife.
Of course.
You can't. No?
No, I don't
Alright.
know karate like that.
Okay, fruit ninja. This one, alright?
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
great. Let's get started then.
So now she'll either stab him to death, you know, so, yeah. Yeah, the knife is a bit of a turning point, potentially. But I think she's okay, and like I said, they've been seeing each other for weeks now, so they're very comfortable handing around knives in the kitchen.
So you just cut it?
What? Did she just say that? Again, this has got too many moments of, wait a minute, did you really just say that? So what, I just cut this? Again, bad editing. Obviously, the studio filming this particular scene, they're kind of ad-libbing a bit. It's gone a bit quiet in terms of the conversation. And she's asking, obviously you're going to cut the pepper, man. Come on, you're going to cut the pepper. But obviously there's got to be a timing when it wants to be done in terms of the filming. And I think that bit should have been left out. It kind of makes her look a bit dumb and ditzy. Maybe that's deliberate, but Come on, man. There's no need to demean the poor girl in that way. I don't think she's really that stupid. And I think that's very cruel to keep that particular line in when you could have edited that out. You know, do I cut this and make her look stupid? God.
Yeah, slice it. You're good at cooking, aren't you? So
Yeah.
Yeah. Cuts a finger off. Yeah, I'm good at cooking. The first time she puts a knife through the pepper, her thumb is slicing off. Oh, quick. Put it on ice, put it under the tap, and yeah, we'll take you to A&E and we'll get that stitched back on in no time. Oh, gosh. It looks like neither of them have used the kitchen before in their lives. Now, any chef will know you don't cut around the core of a pepper. What you do is you slice it in half not from the top, and then you pull it apart, and then you rip out the seeded part, and then throw that bit away, and then you've got just the nice juicy part left. You could do that literally in 2 seconds. You don't just chop around it to get every last morsel of the pepper into the yeah. I remember she has said that she's got an interest in cooking and cleaning. That's her best quality, so she should really know that. But anyway, I can't be too critical of that. Each to their own.
cool.
Meanwhile, Richard's taken about an hour just to pour some olive oil into the pan.
How spicy do you like it, by the way?
I love it super spicy.
Yeah, because we've got these chili peppers there. Would you have like one of them or two?
I say like all of them.
All of them? My God.
I love it super spicy. Don't you like spicy?
I like it spicy, but I wouldn't have 4. But all right, let's go for it. We can try.
Yeah.
She likes it hot. Let's pull out the knife and tell her to take her top off. How would your friends describe you? Tell her your barbershop story. Take a picture. What do you like to do for fun? I think keep it... Well, look, you already established conversations, and this is like going back now to a time when you've only just met. I think E or B is good. I'm going to go for E, though.
Okay, we don't need the wooden spoon. So what kind of things do you like to do for fun, apart from chopping peppers?
Yes, I love cooking, but other than that, I like being out in nature. I really like that.
Like forest and
Jungles.
or coast or what?
All of it.
Everything.
But we have a lot of forest where I come from, so...
I like that as well, yeah. Just walking in the forest, just you and nature. And
Yeah, I think that's my favorite thing to do.
great.
Yeah, also video games. I love video games.
Oh, wow, that's totally different.
See, she loves video games. They've only just established that she loves video. I mean, earlier in the conversation, when he mentioned that that's what he does, that she showed a kind of interest in video games. But now she just meant... So obviously, if you're in the video games and that's your thing, that's your job, you wouldn't wait weeks to find out whether, or in this scenario, you wouldn't find out hours later that she actually likes video games herself. You would have established that pretty early on in the interaction. But
Yeah,
anyway.
it's totally different, but I do that a lot too.
Do you like those boring video games where you're just walking around, the walking simulators?
No,
Because
I
you
like...
can do it for real, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, of course not. No, I like the magical video games a lot.
This is
Magical
kind of
video
a
games.
predictable question, but it's one of the better ones because it's at least focused on stuff that is fun and therefore it's positive.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna set up our little taco bar over
Yeah.
here, and then we could chill for a minute while, before eating.
Yeah, let's
What do
do
you
it.
think? So I've got this, I'm gonna put these in there. Boom, look at that.
Oh, damn.
Let's add in those peppers,
Yes.
come on.
Yes.
Ooh.
Do
Okay,
this.
this is fun actually, I know why you like cooking.
Yeah, right?
Peppers, got beans, what else? We'll add the chili later. But you know what is so cool is how we met today.
Yeah,
It
it was
was-
pretty cool.
It's like a cheesy movie.
Yeah, that doesn't happen often.
Supermarket, bumping into each other.
Yeah, nowadays everybody just meet online.
Yeah, that sucks. I hate that. So you want these chilies, right? You want it
Yes.
super hot. If
Yes.
you regret it later, it's on
Okay.
you.
Thing to notice here, chilies, cutting chilies. If you're a chef and you know anything about chilies, if you're cutting chilies, you've got to make sure you keep your hands well away from your mouth, your nose, and your eyes, and your genitalia. So just watch what happens now after handling these chilies and cutting them. Just watch. You say, girl, don't touch your face. Don't touch your hair.
Add some of that.
Oop.
What else?
Smell. Oh, this is a bit odd. Come behind her and hold her hands to help her cook, which is very forward. But I mean, she's an expert chef. She claims so. But don't linger. I mean, that's a bit creepy. Smell her hair is extremely creepy. And then that's just psycho to her. You like the fact she's all alone in a foreign country and that nobody would know or care if anything happened to her, and that's so freeing. I mean, that's just off the chain. Come behind her and hold her hands to help her cook. I mean, that's being forward, but I think, you know, yeah, I'm going to go with come behind her and touch her as you move around, but don't linger. Yeah, but then there's no, what's the motive for doing that? I think I'm going to help her cook.
Listen, Amber, why don't you try it? Here, come on.
Okay.
This one. All right, more like that, yeah? Cool.
Sure.
But she's the expert chef.
This is a much more awkward way of escalating than the other choice here, but probably wouldn't destroy it. Could be quite cute, but yeah, could have done better.
Oh. So what, just sniffing her hair, yeah? That would have been worked, would it?
Oh, I see that you have a PlayStation 5 and a Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of games do you have?
I've got a bunch of games. I guess my all-time favorite games, probably Civilization, Street Fighter 3, Third Strike.
Wait a minute. She asked him what kind of games you have, and he ignored that. So like a politician, he didn't even answer the question that was asked. So what kind of games do you have? Well, my favourite games of all time happen to be Civilization, Street Fighter. Yeah, but I asked you what kind of games do you have? The correct answer would have been to list off the amount of PS5 games that you have, because no one in the earth could get hold of a PS5, and that's pretty prestige that you actually own a PS5. So you would have said one of the PS5 exclusive games, and I can't think of any off the top of my head. See, I'm totally disregarding the PS5 in my life, even though I want one.
Bloodborne, Dead Cells, God of War's like a cool recent one, and I don't know, Mario Odyssey. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love that. That's
you know
cool.
any of them?
Yeah, I'm a big Nintendo fan, so.
Ah, great.
Yeah, Mario is great.
So give her the taste of the salsa and guacamole is the only thing you can do in this situation.
We've got those chili peppers, and I think what we need, we should probably mix them with some like base sauce, yeah?
Oh,
and then it's like the
yeah.
salsa, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think that's how
love
they do
that.
it in Mexico.
And
But I'm not sure, see what you think.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just try a little bit of this. We good?
Yeah, really good.
All right, let's do that then. Yeah, this was great. Another way that you can escalate while cooking, or even if you're eating together, you could try this. In most cases, it's kind of nice and smooth thing to do.
And innocent as well. But you could have just given them a knife. Get ready. Success! I managed to stir the beans and the pepper. Oh, she's still chopping those chilies.
Wow, that looks good. You're a good cook too.
I'm trying, yeah. Better than just making beans on toast or scrambled eggs.
I'm impressed.
She's impressed.
Oh yeah, the wine. Forgot about it. So So you noticed the video games, but do you like games? Do you like?
Yeah, I love games.
Like what?
Right now I'm super into Teamfight Tactics. Have you heard of it?
No.
No.
What is it like?
It's a Riot Games game like League of Legends, but it's like a board game, like
Okay.
auto chess. Yeah. But my absolute favorite game, it's probably World of Warcraft.
Yeah?
Yeah. I wasted like 2 whole years on that.
Recently? Because it's quite old, right? It's quite an old
When I
game.
was in university.
And how long ago was that, love? You didn't waste 2 years. You didn't waste 2 years. You enjoyed playing that. You was addicted to that game and you enjoyed playing it. You never waste time playing those games. You was involved, and that was your essence at that point in your life. But you managed to get out of it. But you never wasted. Don't ever say that you wasted.
Yeah.
Experience.
Yeah, it wasn't very smart.
That was the one where some people died because they played it, like in China, the guy played it for 3 days or something.
Oh,
I think it was
probably, yeah. Do you like it? Have you played it?
I never tried it. No.
Really?
Should I?
Yeah, well,
No.
you get kind of addicted to it. Yeah, I really got addicted.
And League of Legends is like World of Warcraft? Or?
No, it's very
damn.
it's pretty different. Both is like I think it's like magical and characters, but League of Legends is more like competitive and only for 40 minutes like per game.
Ah, okay,
And World
so
of
you can just
Warcraft-
play it quickly and then like it doesn't drag you in all
yeah,
day.
but you get kind of addicted to that too. Yeah.
Wow. When are we going to have sex? Tell it looks like Ivan Soul Calibur with the special DLC costume where you get to see her boobs. Yeah. If you know anything about Soul Calibur Ivy, her default costume, which is not DLC, you get to see her boobs anyway. So I don't know where you're going with that. You're really sexy. What's something about you that no one knows? You're really sexy. I mean, yeah, I think, yeah, that's established the moment you met her in the supermarket. And when she got changed, that was another moment. I think that doesn't need to be said. And the fact that she shares the passion of video games, which is his job. So, yeah, I mean, the attraction is there, obviously, on many levels. So that's not really going to work, saying that. But the D is probably a nice question to ask whilst you're cooking.
I've got a good question. What's something about you that nobody knows?
I don't know. I'm a pretty open person.
No, I'm a serial killer.
But I'm actually
in Sweden
super
and I'm
addicted to
wanted.
candy.
Yeah?
Murder.
Like super addicted.
What kind?
Any kind. Anything
Any
that's
candy.
sugar. Yeah, I think like I'm born and raised on sugar, kind of.
Great. All right. I've got something for you later. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll find
okay.
it. But I've
Yeah,
got some sweet
nice.
stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. This is the third interesting question that we've got in this level, and you can remember them and use them in any kind of dating situations, especially once you're already in a nice, comfortable conversation. Let's do something with those chilies. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Put the chilies in.
Yeah.
Yep, she just put the chili in her hair.
I think this is gonna be the tastiest tacos ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Wow. Like for you or in the world?
In the world.
Wow. How sure are you?
Keep
I'm
touching your hair, look.
100% sure.
100%? Well,
Stop it, girl.
you know what? I've been up to like 1,000, 1,500% sure of things before.
Oh, really?
And then they didn't even happen. So
Oh.
we should probably wait and
Touching your
see.
face, girl.
Well, okay. Yeah, I still think it's gonna be good.
All right. Well, let's drink a bit of wine so it'll
Yeah,
make
sure.
it taste better anyhow.
Oh yeah.
And then they stop. Hang on a minute. My eyes. He's like, he looks at her. Hang on a minute. I can't even remember her name. Has she even mentioned her name in this so far? Sorry, your eye is going red. And she's like, oh yeah, and she starts burning. And next minute, she has to rush to the bathroom to rinse out her eye because she's just rubbed raw chili into her eye. But anyway, yeah. Luckily, that didn't happen in the Twilight Zone. Or maybe you could just chuck the wine in her face to wash it out before she hasn't got time to get to the bathroom. So wait until after. I even missed what that was. I think you should start making a move now. The food is irrelevant. You can eat that cold and heat it up in a microwave. Just start making a move.
You finished there?
Yeah, it's good.
Let's check.
But just be careful of the chili on the willy.
Got more peppers. Got Got one. Got beans.
Yeah.
Pretty much ready, yeah? Okay, let me just finish this.
Yeah.
Okay, those sort of come to bed.
Yeah,
kind of
correct.
moves.
Now is the time to start making a move.
Oh yeah, she's receptive and warmed
You like
up.
cooking?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, when I have time.
Oh, you know, I kind of think it's the woman's role to do the cooking.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Like if I got to choose, you would just be playing your PlayStation and I would cook for you.
Really? Okay, you'd just be sitting there playing the PlayStation. I would be doing all the cooking and cleaning, and you'd just be sitting there playing on the PlayStation, and I just do all the cooking and cleaning. Yeah. So we've really now sort of entered into the dark, twisted world of the Twilight Zone, and hopefully, in a moment, Richard is going to bang his head and realize that he's just woken up and from a terrible nightmare that he was suffering the night before.
Yeah? Well, that's good sometimes, but I like kind of hanging out. I guess if I'm there, like, we can talk. But
Yeah.
it's quite nice cooking together sometimes.
Yeah, we'll hang out anyways, like when we eat.
All right. Well, it's good to know next time I can just play PlayStation.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, you could play PlayStation together, seeing as you both like video games, and then you could do a bit of a competitive play, maybe a bit of Soul Calibur, and she can play as Ivy, and you can play as Mitsurugi, and you can fight each other, and then yeah. But no, I mean, if she wants to do that, I think you're getting a bit of balance in a relation. If you're going to have a relationship, a balance of who does what, or you have defined roles of what you're going to do, depending what kind of personalities you are. But yeah, unusual for someone to say that's what they want to do and allow you to do your man thing. I mean, that's kind of a bit unusual, but yeah, I don't know what to say about that, really. Yeah, I'm lost for words. Let's go and work up an appetite. Take her hand and lead to the bedroom. So they need your active goal of 20 hard banging. So I think you've got to be a bit more smooth in this situation. I think it's in the bag. So just be smooth about this. But take her hand and lead her to the tap first, in the sink. And wash the friggin' hands first before you do anything. Because if she's going to be doing anything to your nether regions, and for her own even, after touching those chilies, then things could get nasty real quick.
Okay, I think we're pretty much ready. We just need this to marinate a little bit, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I haven't shown you around.
Yeah.
Should we go
Should we turn it off?
have a look? So this room is very, very special. Got some paintings.
Cool.
Got some paintings. Well, I think she could have gathered that. It's night time now, so remember they met in the daytime in the supermarket.
Very nice though.
Those tacos must be...
They might be the nicest that I've
Rancid.
tasted or eaten.
Really? I told you I was a good chef.
What about me?
Oh yeah, you were really good too.
So wait a minute, look, the presumption is they've just had a moment in the boudoir, right? Because those are the same tacos that they cooked earlier. And he was wearing that different outfit, different shirt, and now they've cut to this moment here where they're like after sex glow, and they're eating now the tacos they cooked earlier, but they've got changed. She's wearing a nightgown and he's wearing some shirt. So would you say after sex there is no wrong answer here? How much do you owe her? 100 RMB? What does that mean? So you need to wake up and so send her home after eating. So, I mean, if you're a real player, then obviously you'd say, yeah, you need to get out of here, man. But you'd, I think all of these answers are just a bit weird. I think you just go with the flow and you're not kicking her out. And if you are, then fine. But I don't think that's going to go down too well. unless she makes a desire to want to leave. How much you owe her? I'm just going to go for that funny answer because, well, it's a funny answer.
Before I forget, don't let me, let you leave without giving you the how much, like 100 renminbi or what's your? Because we didn't agree before. How much do I owe you for that? Because it was pretty good.
What? Do you think I'm a hooker?
Come on, you're not?
No.
Oh, my bad.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, baby. Don't worry. That's all right. So I don't need to pay. Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
You mean that was free? Oh, that is amazing. Oh, this day keeps getting better, darling. Oh, and I got these tacos. This might be the best day of my life. Best day of my life.
That's just totally stupid. Yeah, she's not going to stay there, is she? Casanova. No, dickhead, more like. There's no way she's staying sitting like that after you've asked her that. I mean, you could make a joke about it, but I think he was pretty serious. And yeah, they're the choices. So yeah, I mean, this game is just jokes, bare jokes, and yeah. So advice, guys, if you're watching this and playing this and thinking that you could do this in reality, prepare to spend some hard time in the slammer. Yeah, best ending. After that, sure. Okay, I'm going to come out of here now, back to the main menu and get out of here. So I'm Rob Cram, this is Super Seducer 3, the game that was banned on Steam, and you could probably see why, because it's just totally mad and out there, but it is kind of funny at the same time. So it's a shame they got banned. I don't see why it should get banned. People have a choice whether they want to buy it, and I've seen a lot worse than that. But anyway, yeah, let's get out of here. Thanks for watching.